Sunday Gaming Synopsis.
Welcome back to Sunday Gaming Synopsis. This week it's 10/9/23 to 10/15/23. And if you do enjoy this episode, there's other episodes covering past news as well as newer news. And that's every Sunday. And right now I'm doing a small series about video game cartoons. So if you want to check that out every Wednesday, or there's also 2 episodes up. That said, into the news. This first bit of news is the one I want to talk about the most, so I'll give it the most time. Basically what it boils down to is Best Buy and Target have stopped selling just movies in general. And as someone who does collect movies myself, that is a very big bummer. But my main point of this, my plan originally was to talk about this, how it could show what will happen to video games in the next couple years. But the limited run CEO, Josh Fairhurst, has already done that for me because he has revealed Walmart is not going to be selling Xbox games by 2024. Walmart is realizing how quickly Xbox is moving into being digital. At this point, it would sit there. And there are allegedly deeper cuts to come within the year. So while a lot of people might celebrate the potential discounts for games at Walmart, it's still a very big blow because someone as big as Walmart doing this is not good. Because if Walmart's doing it this early, then I think a lot of the other stores, Best Buy, Target, I don't know, fucking Costco, they're gonna follow suit and they're just gonna throw them out. And while this may not seem like a huge deal, but you have to realize this is gonna drastically affect GameStop especially. Their entire motto is games. They might have half their store dedicated to fucking Funko Pops and other shit. And I'm saying this is a Funko Pop collector. But that is their main appeal. And it will be unless they've changed the name to something, which at this point I don't think they can. But it has ramifications for customers and workers alike. Where are you gonna buy games if it's not from a physical store? Online, Amazon, the people themselves, some other random website. It's cutting out the middleman of the store getting it and paying the employees who sell the games. So while a lot of people might not even get pre-orders the week they get them now, the people who work at any game store are basically screwed. Unless they sell retro games, then they're fine. GameStop's still pretty fucked though. Moving on from that, Microsoft has officially acquired Activision and Blizzard, which I'm optimistic about. I'm hoping to God nothing bad happens for those players. I don't really play any Activision or Blizzard games, so I can't really speak for them. I'm sure they have their opinions. Speaking of Microsoft, Minecraft has officially sold 300 million copies. And of course, Minecraft Live was today. So I'll recap that quickly. A couple of detailed blocks with some copper blocks, an automated crafting table, the copper bulb, which is essentially a lantern that you can adjust the brightness of by using an axe and wiping away any oxidization. But here's for the actual new dungeon. The trial spawner is a spawner which essentially spawns a limited amount of mobs depending on how many players there are in a given fight, and you will fight those mobs, you'll beat them, depending on whatever block is surrounding it, you will be able to know what mob it is, and once you beat it, you will be rewarded with a couple goodies. And once it is cleared, you can go back and replay it later. And once you finally progress through the trial chamber, you will eventually find the breeze. Oh my god, it is a wind blaze. Okay, it's not the exact same, but it's pretty similar. All it does is different is that it hops, but the attack is pretty cool because it can open trap doors. Oh yeah, and the armadillo one, which is actually what I wanted to win, so W. Overall, Mojang said they're gonna do a more slow approach like what they did last year, where they slowly release stuff. It was a pre-recorded 30-minute live, which is insane to me. Obviously, it's like an hour long. There was a bunch of filler in between that. Like, what else did you want me to talk about? The fuck Bedrock maps, which I will say, the Star Wars and the BBC one look cool, but they should not have gotten as much time as they did, especially Alec Benjamin. Why did they bring Alec Benjamin in? And before I fully move on from Microsoft, the final bit of news from them is that starting on October 1st, there was a policy update that not a lot of people realized even. Both new and existing captures will be deleted after 90 days. Microsoft, seriously? You had the chance to be the good guys. Like, Sony's doing their evil shenanigans, Nintendo's always the big villain. You could have at least done something good for the week, but no, you had to ruin the fun. Okay, let's finally move on. You can now preload Spider-Man 2 on your PS5. I don't get why this was a headline. Now, this is a very funny piece of news, and I'm very happy to talk about it. A Wii U has been purchased for the first time since May of 2022. And I mean like directly from Nintendo, not like a second-hand thing. I mean like a literal, someone has bought one from Nintendo. It took a whole year for someone to buy a Wii U again. And now for the actual big Nintendo news. Kevin Afghani has been announced as the new voice of Mario and Luigi. Assumingly also Wario and Waluigi, but who knows. Also, he is the dude who does the talking flower voice in Mario Wonder. Also, if you want to feel old, this dude was born 2 years after Charles Martinet became the voice of Mario. And then here's the final bit of news. It's kind of strange. Logos Rexek, and I apologize if I butchered that, it's Polish, is a voice actor who did work in a lot of things, but mainly right now was known for his work in Cyberpunk 2077. And unfortunately, he passed away in 2021. CD Projekt Red decided, let's clone his voice with AI and use it for the Polish release. I get it. If his family signed off on it, whatever. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. It must feel kind of weird. It's different if it's like you're playing an old game where the person was still alive when they're voicing it, but imagine you play this game and you're talking to someone it's their voice, not them. And I do want to say continued well wishes to his family. And to lighten the mood a little bit, let's do some gaming leaks and rumors. I won't lie, there's not much in terms of actually important leaks, but there's some insane things. One especially, Mario Wonder leaked the game. It's out there. How did Nintendo let this happen? Like, I can get any other game. Any game makes sense. The biggest one for the holiday season, and you let it leak? Oh my god, bro. Bobby Kotick is gonna stay on as CEO until January 1st of next year, and then he's kaput.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
According to Zeo Storm, someone who's very well trusted with anything from software when it comes to leaks, the Elden Ring DLC will be shown at the next Game Awards. A shit ton of Spider-Man suits leaked, so if you don't want any spoilers for any suits, then skip to this section of the video. Game Explain is being Game Explained. They uploaded the Spider-Man 2 review early. Sony seems to be trying to bring PlayStation trophies to the PC ports of their games. And lastly, the Last of Us multiplayer apparently might have 40-player lobbies. That said, let's move on to the speedrunning. Funcation did a 1 hour, 37 minute, 34 second run carpet list of Super Mario 64. Lively Raccoon had a 23:40 in Bomberman 64. Nifty is back on the list with a 8 minute, 1 second, and 707 millisecond speedrun of Lost Levels. Ruiner Ryan had a 2:49 run on Slender the 8 Pages. Foul Hooked had a 1:14:47 in Ghost Hunter. 5pence17 had a 19:38 in Roller Dome. Salty's Speedwater had a 3:47:57 in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue for the GBC. Ivan Paduano had a 1 minute, 43 second, 45 millisecond run in C64 Donkey Kong. And now onto the deals. Not many good singles deals this week, so it's just collections. Firstly, 2 Humble bundles. So if either of these interest you, here's their respective links. A Fanatical bundle, here's the link for that, and a Battlefield bundle. That said, like I said in the intro, every Sunday, every Wednesday, tune back in. See ya.